What's up, guys? All right, so this video is for those who are actually going to print the STL files and make one of these. There's some things I want to go over in advance just to make sure there's no confusion. I really want this to turn out great for you guys, so I'm going to cover everything that I can in advance and try to answer any questions that may come up before you start building. I'll start with my printers. I use a Bambu A1 and a Bambu A1 Mini, so I'm not really familiar with other printers, although I'm guessing they work largely in the same way. So some of the following notes may not apply to your printer. And next, the parts. All these parts were drawn in AutoCAD fully to scale in inches, and the files are STL files. And I wanted to mention something that when I open these files, I tend to get this error message about sizing issues. If you get something like this, just click yes, and the part will show up exactly as it's supposed to print. It turns out STL files don't store units of measurement data, so the app doesn't know if it's meters or inches, but just make sure the part looks like this before you print it. And I want to mention something about this specific part. This is the top hatch front part. When I open this part in Bambu Studio, it opens really tiny for some reason. This is the only part that does this. All you need to do is right click on the part and a menu will pop up and click this convert to inches. And now this is what the part should look like. Again, this only happens with this part and I'm not sure why. And I want to share a few more notes about these STL files just so there's no confusion. In general, I hate large prints that take over 4 hours to print. There's only a few of them for this ship, but not many. I've taken most of the bigger parts and divided them into smaller parts that can be assembled later. So this means more parts and more assembly, but that doesn't bother me. I'd rather do that than have a large part fail and waste time and filament. Also, I don't like wasting filament on support structures, so you can turn that setting off. None of these parts will need the artificial support structures. Also, I prefer to orient my STL parts vertically because I feel they print better that way. They seem to print with more detail and the layer lines almost become invisible. So if you see parts oriented vertically like this, keep them like that. That's how they're meant to print. And now printing vertically does require supports, but I incorporated supports into the part. Those can be broken off before assembly. And lastly, I recommend a smooth matte black print bed for all the parts except the top and bottom panels. None of these parts need a textured finish, and also I feel that prints stick much better to my matte black smooth print bed. And there is one last thing. The original design includes a meditation chamber for Darth Vader, but I just created an optional Stormtrooper carrier in case you wanted your Star Destroyer to be for troop transport and not Darth Vader's Star Destroyer. Or you can make two, one for Darth Vader and one for the Stormtroopers. Alright, so that's all I can really think of to tell you guys in advance. Good luck with the printing. There is a lot of parts and there's quite a bit of assembly involved and it's going to take a couple weeks. But I promise you all the time and effort you put into this will be worth it. This is going to be a really cool and unique addition to your collection. And I think you guys are going to love it. But thank you guys so much for your interest. I greatly appreciate it and I really hope this turns out great for you guys.